Today we're talking about dealing of interrupt people. Have you ever really thinking about those people why they really interrupt you? Or have you ever really imagined when you have a conversation with someone, or when you really start to speak, someone is interrupt your ideas or a conversation? If you really feel this problem, you're not really alone. Yeah, most people are really feel this problem and many times. And really, I'm gonna really give you what you need to really do in this time or in this time. So imagine you are in the meeting of presentation, you're really prepared to present your ideas, or you're really prepared to really do a presentation with for the group or in a meeting. What you really do it, then you say, hey everyone, today we have a group of communication or a presentation, and I really have been telling you how do you really improve the marketing strategies. And someone is say, oh, we use the TikTok for marketing, and that is not important to really listen. And how do you really feel it? And all of them are really listening him, and your conversation became dry, and you really interrupt or really feel discomfort. Yeah, most people are really feel it. Or have you ever really think when you was in high school, or it can be in university, the teachers ask one question, what you really answer it about that, and the answer, you write your answer positively, confidently, but when you really stand to answer the question, the first 2 minutes of couple that really you answer the question positively, and you really right, but when you really explain to more, you really start to stuttering, and someone is laugh at your communication and at your answer and interrupt you, and people all are really interrupt or really distract you by your answer, and someone is speak a little bit with confidence, but he really completes it and he got the credit. Have you ever really faced this problem ever? And yeah, most people are really the same things. Yeah, if you really feel this problem ever, you're not alone actually. But at the end of this video, I will give you a simple framework, why you need to really do it to really become a great presenter, a great communicator, to really no one is not to really interrupt you. But if you do not really apply this for rule, you not really make your communication such attractive or important. By the time when you really speak it, people are really interrupt you, or by the time when you really have a communication with someone, no one is not really care about your words or your communication. That's what one needs to really bring in this video. And if you came to YouTube to watching something meaningful, please subscribe our YouTube channel, because we bring an educational and communicational content in every days to really help or to really boost your communication skills or ability. So if you want to really watch like this content, you're the right place. So first, let's start about those people who they really interrupt you, or the people interrupt you, what they really have the characteristics. The Chinese people are really said one thing, and I really love that phrase. If you want to know about the road, you need to ask the written people. Yeah, that is because the written people, they really said everything what they really face in the road. That is, they really understand about the road, and they really what they really experienced about that. So you should to ask to go the road, that's the road or that place, because of they really experienced it, or they really get something information about them. So you need to really about it, the people what they really interrupt, because you're going to really become a confident speaker. No one is not to really interrupt you. That is the most important you need to do, or the most important you need to about it. First, about their property. Yeah, those people, the first thing is they really think as you done or as you complete. For example, you're really in a meeting or in a group of presentation, you really said today we have a meeting, or I think maybe if you use like these words and you're really silent for a couple of or a half of a minute, and they really think as you finish it, and he said oh, we really having a great ideas and blah blah things. He started his ideas like that. So they really think as you really complete it. So make it your such positive things more than you really really silent. That is the most important issue you need to know. They're really, because of that, or because of the, you really think that you're really that also really competent, they're really interrupt you. The next thing is they really interrupt you because you're really simple to interrupt, because your bodies, your voices are everything that really simple. Because in this world, our 90% of communication is came from our nonverbal communication. That means in a couple of 2 hours 3 seconds, people are really already decide about 90% of our personality or identity, because our bodies, our voices, our guests, especially our bodies, it really indicate, it really tells about personality. That is the most important thing you need to know, or you need to adapt them. Because if your body is weak, if your voice is not comfortable to present it, people are really lost interest by your communication or by your presentation, everything. Because of that, they really interrupt you. So you need to really adapt, or you need to really understand these things. The certain things they really interrupt you because they're really worried, or they're really obsessed to really answer that question, or to really contribute the conversation or the group, because they have really value, or their ideas have a value for that things what they're really talking about. For example, if in a group of presentation, they have their ideas, they think more than your ideas. In a group of presentation, or in a meeting, or in a job interviews, like in a job interviews or in a job presentation, they're really, your ideas are, it can be good, but the ideas could triple the capital company more than. Because of that, they're really interrupt, because of they're not really a bad team, a bad person, or they're not really bad at you, or they're not really hit you. Because of these ratings, they really interrupt you. So if you really understand these things, I'm gonna really give you the 4 framework you need to really do to become a better communicator, to become a better public speaker, or everything. No one is not really interrupt you. Because when you really understand these things, you need to really, why you need to, or you should to better do these things. So the first thing is you need to do so anyone do not really interrupt, just work on your bodies. Your presence is really important in any situation, because if your body's like, you should really relax it, and your body's like feel like confident, people are really start to respect it. That is the most important issue you really care about it. Because if your bodies are really look like weak, no one is not really care about your presentation or your communication. Because as I told you before, our presentation or our 90% of communication, it came from nonverbal, from our body. That's why you really care about your bodies. If your bodies really make confident or really positive things, then your communication will become really good and positive. So try to really work your body and make your communication such attractive, and no one is not really interrupting. The next things you need to do is similar with the first one. That is very important. That is, your voice is your instrument. Yeah, work on your voice, really having a great voice, like a voice that really make it magnetic, like that really hit their hearts, like for the first 3 or 5 minutes as they really hear him. That is the most important things you need to do it. Because if your voice feel like confidence, you need to really you need to really make every conversation, you can really manage every communication where you need to do it. Because your voice such really magnetic, your voice such really perfect. So try to really master your body and voice, make your communication attractive, and no one is not really interrupting. The next thing is you need to do it, just don't be aggressive, really. Yeah, for example, when I say aggressive, for example, when you have really a meeting, you have a public speaking at some stage, then someone is really interrupts you, then what you really answer for that person? You said shut up, fuck man, you don't understand like this one. If you like this one is the people are feel uncomfortable. That is, you really answer the proper question for those people. Because if there are people that really interrupt you, okay, I really thank you for your comment or suggestion, and I really did it for the next time. I really make it such as that was really had you really control her mind and everything. Because when you really respond that positive things, your energies, your mind feel really confident. That is the most important thing you need to do it. Because when you really respond bad things, your mind feel frustrated or really hesitate or start to really shock. But if you really respond positive, respond for that interactive person, that you really make you like professional people, that really people really surprised by your presentation, surprised by your communication. That is, you need to really adapt them. So the last thing is you need to really adapt it, or you need to really make it. Just, it's all about practicing before you have a group of communication, before you have a group of presentation, or everything where you need to really before you really having a great presentation. If you really prepare like 1 week, 2 weeks, you can really aware about it, that you can really correct you a lot of mistakes. That is the most important things you need to do, because most people are really love learning tips and tricks to become a better communicator, or to really build. For example, or someone is want to be influencer by 3 days. That is not completely not impossible, because you cannot really become fluent in English by 3 days. It's something needs a progress, or really everything in this world is needed a process to really learn it. Through system, you really become perfect about that things. So just it's all about practicing and consistency. Then if you really make it like this things better attractive, then by the end of the day you will become a better communicator. So try really master these 4 tips and make your communication such aggressive and such magnetic things. Yeah, appreciate it to stay till the end. And which one would you really prefer to do on your next presentation or in your next conversation? Drop in a comment and I will read it. So what we want to really watch in the next video. If you have an idea, so if you want to really have a communication part of videos, drop in a comment and I will make a video. So appreciate it.